GM. GM? GM, my beautiful friends. We have a fun one. Some call this meme and trends. Others call it how to get rich quick in crypto. Ask a friend of a whale and you might find out. So without further ado, we're going to talk about, it can be a little bit controversial. I think we'll have a fun conversation about it. We're going to talk about meme tokens, pretty much the most degenerate activity that you can find in the world today. We're also going to be talking about some of the fun trends that are going on in Web3. And there's a lot of merging between the two of them. So this will be a fun one. But before we get into it, allow me to introduce my friend. Therefore, some may consider me a whale. Whale's friend. Woo! How are you? Please introduce yourself and what your role is with your company.
For anybody that was here from early in the morning, I represent AthensDAO. We gave a presentation on this earlier. Part of the team that is organizing this beautiful event is from AthensDAO, and we're power users. We have years of experience in the Solana ecosystem, and most of us are coming from Ethereum. So during our years, we've seen the market trends, we've seen meme coins, NFT eras, ICO eras. We've seen everything. We've seen the cyclical manner of the market, and I think we've drawn some conclusions we can discuss today.
It's going to be a fun one. To your left, we have Luki, and she is, please explain, you have an incredible resume.
Absolutely. Hello, everybody. My name is Luki. I currently work for Chainbase, which is a data infrastructure project. I've been with Chainbase for about 2 years now, but I haven't been crypto for that long, somewhere about 3 years. So, because I'm still young, not as old as. Anyways, but been through 1 or 2 cycles, and since I work in the data infrastructure, so I understand a little bit more about some data-driven analysis regarding meme coins, or even the hot topic right now, the AI agent coins, and etc.
Perfect.
And I'm doing more of a research and strategic planning, partnership, and ecosystem.
Wonderful. And to your left, we have Voshi.
Voshi again.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Voshi. I'm a founder and CEO of Blast Control, which is a Web3 consultancy agency, and the founder of Grid Academy, an educational initiative that is proud to be making a lot of success in a short time after starting earlier last year. And very happy about doing the crypto onboarding course tomorrow for students here at the university. I think feel weird, introducing for the second time in an hour, but I'm also not sure how I ended up on a meme coin.
I mean, you tried at some point in your career, you promised a meme coin to people. It's not that you delivered, but good for everyone. You delivered
I would say I delivered.
And decentralization. And
Right.
so you are the expert.
You got people to know about meme coins because of the education.
Yeah, I think everybody knows how I feel about them, so
That's fine.
can't wait to be asked what my favorite meme coin is or something like that.
All right, everyone got the trailer of the show. I'm excited about this. Meme coins can also be called attention tokens or momentum tokens.
Or
It all depends. Or I'm sure Voshi has other names for it as well. Before we get into the details of them, if we could have Whale Friend, if you could just explain, what are meme tokens? How do they go up and down? What's the utility? What are they?
Meme tokens, and before this last cycle, meme tokens were just known as joke tokens. Doge was one of the initial meme coins. It kickstarted the era with the dog coin. So it started as a fork of Litecoin, which was then marketed as a joke between a tight group of friends. It wasn't some marvel of engineering. It was just a fork which kind of grew from it being a joke. So that's how memes started. And traditionally, like as we got into layer ones that had easy ways of minting tokens, lots of people got into this joke, let's say, launched their tokens, and some of them became really, really big. In Solana, we have plenty of them. Bonk is the most successful one, but we have also Popcat and Dog with Hat and a bunch more.
Yes, that's perfect
I
explanation.
have something to
Yeah,
add.
please go ahead.
So based on a lot of the times the meme coins are generated or created based on some sort of a jokes, like what Will's friend said. One thing that I do want to elaborate a little bit more is that when we look at the price goes up and downs, you can look at those meme coins. So there are different life cycles. So there's meme coins, it exists for 5 hours and done. You either make a lot of money or you don't make any money or you lose a lot of money. Or there's meme coins that maybe like 3% of the market of the whole meme coins out there can make it live for more than 2 years. So that became a culture. That became a cult culture. So there's a meme coins for just let's play, let's make money, let's gamble. There's also another part of the meme coins that's create a community, that's have this cult culture going on.
Yeah, and as a follow-up question, when you're looking at meme coins today, do you only consider them a meme coin if they have no utility whatsoever? So they promise nothing and it's only based on the attention and the joke? Or do you think it's still a meme coin if it does have a utility function attached to it?
I think it really depends on the narratives.
Yeah.
It has, there's a recent token that's being launched by a president of a country. Can I still, okay. So probably it doesn't say that it has any utilities, but there's a narrative, there's a hype. So it really depends on different components of the angles that are looking at this meme coin. And I think when it becomes a culture, when it becomes a community, then there's a utility going on, like governance, like maybe there is some sort of operation, or like there is a different DAOs out there. They have their own coins as a token as well. So when you have that community, then there is a certain level of utility for the token, and then you become more faithful regarding this community. You feel like you're belonging to this community by having this token.
So if if the meme coin thing started as the name of the token is representing just a meme, right? Something funny, something that we consider like a joke.
Yeah.
Does then when Trump launches a token and calls it a meme coin, makes him admit that he's a joke?
He has been a joke. No, just kidding.
Go for Will, friend.
I think that the meme angle and the meme cover, if it's a legitimate project and a group of developers that are really chewing glass and creating dApps that are useful, having the meme coin cover angle or any promoting yourself as a meme coin, I think is a disservice. I think the trend for meme coins has caught up because it's a great way to fundraise, because there is this gambling mentality. But you'll find that most meme coin investors, meme coin traders, are not part of the glass chewing trenches of developers on Solana. So I think it has to be only a joke, otherwise it creates problems down the road for the company.
Interesting. Vashi, while we're on the subject of meme tokens and utility, what's your position on meme tokens? How do you feel about them? Do you teach anything about meme tokens at Greed Academy? What's your vibe?
I mean, the Greed Academy kind of can thank its existence to the meme thing, right? So it's kind of connected, but it also started because of my opinion, which is quite, strong, that meme coins are not helping this space and are slowing the progress, the meaningful progress of actually applying blockchain technology to things that, solve actual human problems or make somebody's life better. And so, I think that just like in any industry, if people have a chance to, speculate and gamble and see that other people are making a lot of money, it's like inevitable that people are going to be attracted to it. The thing that I dislike the most is how somehow people who are very much capable of more and are building in this space and can do much more also get attached to it and fully sidetracked by focusing on it. And the mental gymnastics of trying to explain that people who come in just because of Memecoins and lose money is onboarding is something that I'm not vibing with so much.
Very fair.
But I do want to say that crypto, there are two sectors. There is a product with, if it's a really good product, it probably doesn't really need a token. And a token, maybe, if it has a great community, it probably doesn't need a good product. So I think that is the dynamics of Web3 is there's a product, there's a really, really good technology that people are building, but also there's a community narrative that people are also putting together, is that this is a community that probably doesn't have to depend on the technology, but it has the kind of a common goal, either making money, making something funny, or something that's more meaningful.
But you don't really need tokens to make something funny. I think that...
Or blockchain.
I'll let you in this inside secret where tokens are a means for fundraising. Like,
Right.
you don't need tokens. Like, tokens are solutions looking for problems, usually. You don't need them, but it's a great way to fundraise and circumvent laws and other things.
And also fundraise, that would usually imply getting the funds to actually build something. So maybe just to make money is the word that you're looking for, probably.
I don't want to put it like that because I've seen lately with the current wave of meme coins, I've seen legitimate projects raised through pump.fun. Why? Because you know that pump.fun has enough liquidity to kickstart your project. And the barrier for the average investor in pump.fun and any platform like that is very, very low. Like all these guys need is a Telegram, a sell bot, and a Twitter account. So immediately you satisfy your investors' needs with very, very low barrier things. So low hanging fruit. So then you still enjoy the capital, and just because your investors are used to their back going to zero whenever they go to bed, getting a blue chip like a team of builders that actually produces some tech is a huge gift. And many times these are the tokens that actually make it. So sometimes these meme raises have a legitimate cause and can produce some tech, but you're taking a gamble every time.
Right.
So the whole pump.fun setup should be that there is no money going to somebody, that the whole money raised goes into a locked liquidity pool. So please, Wales friend, can you explain to us how does a team fundraise on pump.fun?
By being the first people to buy their coin.
Legitimate.
By tweeting right after they bought. That's how everybody does it. Come on. And it's that's the sadness of meme coin season. How everything is flattened out and nobody really cares on what they're buying.
Yeah.
But every now and then you find a gem in the pile of meme coins.
Yeah, like we said, attention and momentum. If it gets enough attention and the momentum's being built, whether it's through Twitter, those prices, they can go up. They can go up very, very fast, and people can make a lot of money with them. You mentioned that sometimes that's a raise to build something bigger. There's a couple examples. We could go with Bonk or a few other companies. Do you mind explaining an example how they started off as an attention token, raised, and now they're on to something much bigger than a joke?
So there are examples pre-meme season. So we can find some really good teams building on Solana back in 2021 or 2020 even. You'll see the Samo team, amazing team of builders, disguised themselves as a dog coin, meme coin, and this took them nowhere because they were way behind their time, way before. But you'll see successful projects that fundraised through pump.fun, like Gibwork. Gibwork is a cool bounty platform where you can post your spec'd out builds, like it needs to be technical, and you can source development and developers to build whatever you want through their platform. So it's a valuable thing. You can go check it, gib.work, and they are committed to support their investors, despite the investors being average pump.fund degenerate gamblers. Let's put it that way. At the same time, yesterday, something we had some of us here in this room, we are all in a chat, we exchange information. I cannot locate Beeman here. He dropped a fantastic. Here's back on the back. Yeah, follow Beeman on Twitter, on X. Join Dean's List. Yes, of course. Follow the Alpha channel. So yesterday, Beeman dropped a fantastic piece of information about a coin called Store. Don't go out and buy it. It was a pump.fund store, and it started from a tweet from a popular Solana person called Vibu. He's the head of Drip House, and back in the day, like maybe 2-3 years ago, there were Solana Spaces, it was called. There were physical stores selling Solana merch and other Web3 items. This project was discontinued, so Vibu tweeted, "Let's fundraise through a meme coin to revive Solana Spaces." It would make a very nice narrative of us fundraising and getting money enough to actually open back one of those stores. And guess what happened? The meme coin exploded, and I'm pretty sure they have enough money to revive this project. And that was like less than 24 hours ago. So if you're following the right accounts, if you have the right friends, if you belong to the right communities, you can actually help some real projects come back. Store was a successful one. But if you really want to check an example that has been going for many years, the gib.work team is a great one.
So that actually backs up what Volshy was saying too, is like, this is a great use case. This is a legitimate use case, but it's because crypto is so autonomous. We really have to do a lot of digging to see like if this is a true story or not, or if this token that serves what it says. So we can't just blindly believe in like a Twitter post or some sort of influencer selling this coin. You have to know the background of this token to have the sense of purchase of supporting this mission.
I agree. On the other hand, if you know you're playing musical chairs, if you know that this could be proven a fake, and yeah, sure, this guy, this popular guy, the Solana Cabal, tweeted something and someone else saw it, created the coin, and immediately correlated that, hey, that's the coin from the tweet. You cannot verify that. So you're always taking a gamble.
Right.
Yeah, Luki, since we're on the subject of utility, meme tokens with an initial funding, do you mind, one of the biggest trends right now by far is AI agent tokens. Do you mind explaining what they are to the audience and kind of how they work?
Yeah, so AI agent tokens, so how AI agent, as long as I understand, it became big hype when I actually, not too long after I started a crypto career, so about like 2023, 2024, that's when the whole hype went up. It was led by two projects. So one, I believe, is Truth Terminal. Another one is AI16Z. So if you guys research about Truth Terminal, it's about this Gotzi. It's a AI chatbot, but it tweets more about this Gotzi gospel. That's experiment of a project called, if I remember right, the Black Infinite Back Rooms. If I remember it correctly, it's a research done by this researcher from New Zealand called Andy Ori. How the whole Truth Terminal became popular, it was because it was tweeting about this whole Gotzi gospel, and then someone, not this developer, but someone else created a meme coin on pump.fund called GOAT. So that became I don't know, like $1 or $2 billion market cap right away. So it became a huge leading project of the whole AI and Web3. And then around the same time, because the token was launched, I believe October 2024, if I'm not mistaken. But then alongside it's AI16Z, so that really is it's an investment DAO. So what they're trying to do is democratizing the whole how investment works. So what they do is they it's like a hedge fund. So you put your money in there, and they have some sort of a large language model trained those analysis or like a trading bots. They help you with your investments, and that's a DAO. So. And then so like those two AI agents became, they're not like super artificial intelligent, but like they're driven by AI, data-driven projects. So they became the big topics for the AI and Web3. And then they open sourced, especially AI16Z, it open sourced its framework, open sourced their framework of building AI agents. So right now we have more and more AI agents coming up. So that actually combines, I think that combines the Memecoin and the technology. So right now AI agents, as far as I know in the Web3, it does more of trading bots, like help you with analysis of like those the transaction prices and also the market trends and stuff like that, and also give you more information about those the influencers on Twitter, what they tweet about, what's the current market trend. So it helps people to make better decisions. Especially, I think Solana just did a hackathon with their agentic SDK or agent SDK. So those hackers or developers are able to utilize the SDK to create different agents. And some of the successful ones, they are able to help you, like connect with your wallet, and they can, if you just use natural language saying, hey, I want to trade this, and they can actually make it happen for you. So that AI agent is able to do transactions or make analysis or even tweet for you. And behind that, there's a token out of it as well. So there's like the Memecoin that combines with the AI agent coins. The thing is, the coins, the tokens have different utilities. So like AI16Z, you purchase the token, and I think that gives you the access to the DAO, so that you actually have the governance or the voting rights or some sort of a like utility they provide. So you need to get those tokens in order to participate. And there's another framework called Virtual. What they are doing is that they are incentivizing all different, like AI agents are able to create their own tokens on top of Virtual. And it creates this collaborative economy. So somehow you will have to pay transaction fee to Virtual in order to utilize those AI agents, but then they do some sort of tokenomics for the token. I don't know, like how, like the mechanism in order for the AI agents to get incentivized for being used. So I think there's the tokens. I wouldn't call them meme coins, but they are more of the token behind this AI agent project, along with the AI agent, to like combine the technology and also the tokenomics in crypto.
Other than the names like Fartcoin and the AI16Z, what is the meme part of these tokens? What makes them memes?
He's just like, can you repeat just one more time?
No, because I see the technology, I see why AI agents are popular and why they're fun and why they're interesting to work with and to fork them in development and teach them, but I just don't see the meme in it.
Like you don't see the token behind having those AI agents.
I don't see where the joke comes in. I think that's very serious tech, and it should be dealt with as a serious tech. So I wouldn't put them together. Oh, these are meme coins. These are AI agents, and there is a long way.
Yeah, but that token has nothing to do with the AI agents, right?
Right, the token
Yeah,
has nothing
exactly.
to do. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's in crypto, there's the product, there's the token. So a lot of times I feel like how they intersect with each other is the utility of the token that can give you access to this product. So either it's a meme or not meme, if it's funny or not, I think that just caters as altcoin. That serves for this AI agent product.
So, Vaushi, since we're talking about your favorite subject, meme tokens, I want to go to the foundation of it with you. Why are so many tokens launching on Solana? There's so many layer ones to choose from. Why Solana overall? Why is it the number one place?
Right now,
Yeah.
because there's the most people who are going to put money into them on Solana currently. I think that's the biggest reason. Before that, I think the switch was because it was easier and cheaper than anywhere else. I mean, if you're going to go deeply into the technical side, how EVM works is each token has its own smart contract that has to be deployed. And on Solana, you can basically make a token with one command line or one click of a button after connecting with the wallet, which definitely helps. And then when it's snowballed to having enough interest, then, I mean, what he said, right? Like fundraising, you're going to do it where your chances of raising more funds is mostly.
Do you think this is a trend, and this will die out as it'll fade out eventually, or is this something that we're just getting started, or is this something that's just here to stay?
I mean, so far we had it in cycles, right? Like meme coins would come for a short period, usually like 2-3 times per cycle, not stay a long time. But now it's getting a bit out of hand.
Also, I feel like Solana has a huge backbone of the community. So it really has, like, for the Ethereum, I feel like the community sense is not that big. But like when we talk about culture, when we talk about the community support, I feel like Solana is the leading network that has the community support.
So in other words, more people to throw money at it.
Right, and also the user experience.
Talking about community is something that always surprises me with meme coins, because I feel like in the NFT cycle, community was actually way more emphasized, and actually played a role. I still didn't find a meme coin that actually has close to the community, which even not so good NFT projects had on Solana before. So of this community thing, like I really don't think people are gathering around meme coins and doing those like community group activities that we've been seeing during NFT. And all of this community talk around meme coins in my mind is just like Solana built a strong community, mostly on NFTs. And there is enough people here that are used on Solana to now play the new game. I think community is way weaker in the token cycle than it was during the NFT cycle.
But I totally agree with Voshi that Solana has unified a lot of fragmented tools that we had on the Ethereum ecosystem, all these easily creating markets, easily adding your tokens into strategies, lending and borrowing platforms, and having the like no code way of launching a token is very inviting for these kind of experiments.
It's one of the things that we talked before on the previous panel, like how big the barrier to entry is and how many hoops people need to jump through, how expensive it is. Solana made it more accessible, and it has proven that actually
makes mistakes on Solana. Sure, you might throw maybe half a sol, maybe a sol, but still that's nothing to do with creating a smart contract and then finding a vulnerability and having everything drained.
Yeah.
So the risk when it comes to EVMs is way higher than on Solana.
Yeah, and also just a fun little personal story. I have a group of friends. We're watching presidential inauguration together, and they're still like one of them is still learning about Pump.fun, right? And we're talking about maybe we should launch a coin, or we should and by looking at this lady's outfit, we should just launch a token called this person's hat. And she just launched it within like 3 minutes on Pump.fun. That's a way for her to learn how actually the process works. And she didn't lose a lot of money. Maybe like she had, I don't know how much, but like she said it's just a lesson learned, you know, like it's not something that's gonna hurt her feeling, but at least she know the process, feel like that's her baby, she will hold it forever, and that's just a good memory. So I think Solana also provides people this education pathway of going to Web3, have a better user experience of just doing some clicking different buttons and understand how the system works to begin with.
The whole meme coin industry suffers from this success story bias, where you're gonna only listen and hear success stories on how people put like $1 and they became millionaires overnight and they caught this fantastic meme. But this is like, you have to, like, everybody needs to realize that this is a tiny percentage of traders and everything is stacked against you. The information is asymmetrical. There are deeper pockets than you. There are bots out there that have dedicated RPC and other hardware to make sure that they're going to trade before you. So everything is stacked against you. And there is a very nice research done on Pump.Fund that shows that till today, only 3% of the people that have actually played with meme coins have been profitable. And I think 2.5 of the 3% are actually founders that launched tokens and got them to graduate. Everybody else has lost. And despite that, everybody's talking about meme coin successes. So it's dangerous out there. And
But I think it's really interesting when you guys see some tokens that everyone's talking about. It's really interesting to do your own research. There are some tools out there, like the one I like to use, the Dex Screener and Bubble Map, like, and other tools as well. You can see like who the holders are for this specific meme coin. See if it's very concentrated or it's a community-driven token. And there's also one tool, I can't think of the name, but it tells you the transaction of this token. So like this person has, for example, 100,000 tokens of this coin, and it actually shows you the map of how they distribute it to other wallets. So it could be a bot, it could be like there's some connection out there. So when you see graph like that, it's like, okay, now I have to step back and think, is this a centralized driven token or is a community driven token? Am I gonna get robbed because actually people behind this token are controlling the whole transaction pricing?
so you said, I like this topic. So which tools do you use for meme coins? You said Bonkbot? No, you didn't say Bonkbot.
Bankbot is one of them, but
I love
look
Bonkbot.
at,
Shout out to Bonkbot.
I didn't say Bankbot. He was like, did you just say Bankbot?
Did you say Bonkbot? I like. So Bonkbot and Photon. If you want to trade on Solana and snipe
Photon's
and
really
snipe good new coins with low liquidity, Photon and Bonkbot. These are my tools of choice.
Yeah.
For investing in future
successful projects. Yes, Mochi.
That's the fast way to be in the 97%.
I like Fountain, Bubble Map. That's one of them
amazing
I
for chain
use,
analytics.
and then Dex Screener is another one I use.
Yep, totally agree with your tools.
All right, so I have one final question for all three of you. Would you recommend to the people in the audience that they should get involved into meme tokens?
No.
If yes, then what would be your advice to them? If no, what trend do you think they should get into, and what advice would you have for them? Go ahead, whale friend.
If they should get their hands dirty,
Yes.
So there is no way to teach an investor they are wrong if they are making money. They need to lose money to teach them a lesson. So if you really want to get involved with meme coins and the current trend, go ahead. I'm pretty sure you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn how the blockchain works. You're going to learn how to use tools, you're going to get deep into how information is written in blocks and how you can be the first and where is the liquidity coming. So you will become an expert. But you're going to lose money. Like in the end, it's going to be net negative in your pocket, but you're going to gain a lot of knowledge. So it's a mixed thing. I mean, if you're ready, if you have some funds that you're ready to lose, you want to commit them in learning and really learning, not just reading Facebook stories or some Twitter posts. Yeah, go for it. Play with pump.fun. Play with new platforms like Vector and maybe you'll get some airdrops. Maybe you'll become part of some cool community of builders, not of bag holders. But I hope you don't. But if you want to really play around, there is something for you to gain. And that's knowledge, not money.
Also note, he had a 25x on a token yesterday. So.
Thank you, B-Man. 25x.
Luki,
Thank you, Dean's List.
Luki, what's your thoughts? Are you pro them joining?
I'm not a huge meme coin trader, but one thing that I like to mention is in Web3 or in crypto, we get a lot of information from Twitter or X. So for that, a lot of the influencers are paid to sell certain token. So just to have to be cautious about that. If you guys are following the news could probably be sponsored by this specific project. So one thing that I would recommend everyone to do, if you actually follow certain influencers on Twitter, and just to make sure that, I believe there's a tool, also another tool called KLL Scan or something like that.
I need to take a note. KLL Scanner.
Yeah, so you actually can go to that the website and search for that KLL, the key opinion leader. Mm-hmm. And it does have the information about this KLL, or like sometimes it even has its wallet addresses, because everything on crypto is so transparent. You can actually check on their like the transaction history or something like that.
They even rebranded influencers to KOLs, key opinion leaders. I mean, marketing.
Right.
How they rebranded crypto to Web3 and legitimized the whole thing.
And pump.fun to fundraising.
To pump.fun, yes, fundraising.
But yeah, so that's one thing that I do want to make sure that people also make a note on that, is like when you hear one leader, influencer talking about this token, it could be sponsored. So make sure you do your due diligence.
So yes or no to meme coins?
I know.
Kinda.
It depends on your risk level.
So an influencer is talking about a token, and there's a website that lets you know if he is actually getting money by that.
Yeah.
The website is just yes. Cheat. The answer is always yes.
And just to conclude, Valshi,
This is my conclusion.
This is your moment.
They are making money of it if they're shilling it every time. The end. Don't go into meme coins. Don't try to learn things in crypto by losing money on meme coins. Learn in crypto by getting paid to learn with Grid Academy. The end.
The end.
Woo! And stick around for the next talk where we say
launching
everything
a meme coin tomorrow.
Yeah.